sound of rushing water, frantic animal cries, a sudden, sharp snap.
Across this ancient land, nature orchestrates a journey unlike any other.
2 million animals, driven by instinct, undertake an epic migration.
Every step is a gamble, a constant dance between life and death.
Sound of distant thunder, gentle breeze, birds chirping. Sound of soft wildebeest grunts, the calf's shaky breaths. Sound of the calf's faint bleating.
For these wildebeests, born into abundance, the journey begins almost immediately.
Sound of distant wildebeest lowing, the hum of insects.
They are drawn by the promise of greener pastures, following ancient instincts.
Sound of rhythmic hoofbeats, increasing in volume. Sound of heavy, thudding hooves.
The migration is not just a movement, it's a living, breathing force.
Sound of a low rumble, the collective sound of thousands of animals moving. Sound of a soft snort, chewing sounds. Sound of grass tearing, gentle chewing. Sound of wind, distant cicadas, the faint lapping of water. Sound of heavy breathing, the slurping of water.
The dry season brings brutal challenges. Water is life, and it's scarce.
Sound of rhythmic hoofbeats, dry, rustling wind. Sound of the calf's soft, stressed grunts. Sound of a gentle wildebeest's snort, the calf's whimper.
But hunger and thirst are not their only adversaries.
Sound of a low growl, the rustle of dry grass. Sound of focused breathing, a low, almost inaudible purr. Sound of distant cackling, the padding of paws. Sound of increased grunting, nervous snorts, the collective rustle of bodies. Sound of rapid, shallow breathing, a stressed gnu call.
Sound of explosive acceleration, pounding paws, a sudden burst of wind. Sound of the calf's desperate bleats, the cheetah's heavy breathing.
Sound of frantic scraping, the cheetah's panting.
Sound of the mother's furious snorts, heavy hoofbeats, a sudden, sharp cry from the cheetah.
Sound of the cheetah's frustrated growl, the mother's protective grunts. Sound of soft wildebeest grunts, the calf's shaky breaths.
Every day is a test. Every moment, a potential threat.
This relentless, dark mass stretches for miles, an epic journey where only the strongest will survive the crossing.
Sound of wind, the rhythmic, almost hypnotic sound of thousands of hooves.
Sound of rhythmic, heavy thudding, the crunch of dry earth.
Their destination, the Mara River, promises water, but also immense danger.
Sound of distant rushing water, the growing tension in the herd's grunts. Sound of rushing water, distant, anxious wildebeest calls. Soft snorts, gurgle of the river.
This is the Great Migration, a perilous journey where only the strongest survive the churning waters of the Mara River.
As the golden hour approaches, these magnificent elephants gather at the river, a crucial watering hole during the dry season.
Few places on Earth remain this pristine. The biodiversity along this river.
Low rumble of the herd, distant river sounds. Splashing sounds, cautious wildebeest grunts. Squish of mud, gentle water lapping. Loud splash, urgent wildebeest call. Muffled splash, rushing water, amplified. Bubbling, rushing water sounds.
Against the unforgiving tide, she fought for every breath.
Anxious murmurs from the herd, rushing water. Eerie silence, subtle water ripple sounds. Strained wildebeest grunts, strong current sounds. Loud, sudden splash, wildebeest shriek of pain. Distant, panicked wildebeest calls, loud water churn. Panicked stomping, nervous grunts, rushing water. Whimpering sound, barely audible. Labored breathing, splashing, determined grunts.
Sevi panting, splash of her body hitting the mud. The will to survive. The raw strength of a mother pushing through the pain.
Massive splashing, thunderous stomping of hooves. Sound of hundreds of animals swimming, rushing water.
It is a humbling experience to stand among these giants and realize our place in the natural world.
The harsh reality is, despite our best efforts, the future of these magnificent creatures hangs precariously in the balance.
Muffled splashing, underwater bubbles, suspenseful. Distressed calf bleats, urgent and fearful. Mother's distressed grunts, splashing, calf's cries. Overwhelming sounds of the crossing, somber. Heavy breathing, distant sounds of the herd.
As you can see behind me, the herd faces incredible danger crossing these waters. Yet they push forward,